Hey guys, welcome back to another little mini reaction video. This is gonna be my little late night chit chat with you guys. Before we go ahead and get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and consider subscribing, joining the family. We'd love to have you guys. For those of you who are subscribed, thank you so much for doing so. We appreciate the support. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. Okay, so I wanted to go ahead and talk about something that's kind of like we're gonna just kind of depart from the usual topics. Tonight I want to go ahead and talk about the whole TikTok situation. If you guys are keeping up with the news and you guys are following this particular story, then you guys know that the US government is inching ever so closer to just having TikTok being banned outright if they don't sell the company. If they don't sell the company, or I think it was something else, if they don't sell the company or remove, I don't want to say it wrong, but I know it has. I was watching it earlier, and I know definitely one of the requirements was for them to sell the company immediately, or I think it's gonna be banned. So I kind of wanted to talk about that. I've been following this particular story because I watch like a lot of these investigative news stuff. I watch like a lot of, I'm kind of into all of that stuff. I'm into the politics, I'm into all that stuff. I like to keep, abreast of things that are going on internationally, not just local news. So I watch everything. And over the months, this particular story has been circulating in the news internationally and throughout North America. It is no secret that the US government just doesn't trust the parent company for TikTok. I'm not going to be doing any name dropping or any of that stuff, you guys. This is in the news. It's there for everybody to see. You guys can definitely look that up. But so it's been no secret that the US government is not, they just don't trust the company that owns TikTok. They feel that because the parent company has ties to certain political parties, will say. I don't want to get too much into that because I don't know what the stuff is on YouTube for talking about this stuff. So I just want to keep it very, just my opinion and things that I've heard through the news, obviously things that anybody can Google or look up, right? So because of this close knit connection to a certain political party in a particular country, they're not comfortable with having the app operating in the United States. I know in Canada and in India, you can't have TikTok on your phone if you work for the government. I know in Canada it's restricted, in India it's banned outright. And there's like security concerns behind the collection of data, the amount of data that the app collects. Again, this is public knowledge, right? So obviously, the company that owns TikTok has come back and said, like, listen, we're not owned by any political party. We have no, we're not politically, basically, we're not a political instrument for anyone. We operate as an independent company. So normally, in the world of business, that type of stuff, it may suffice to give a declaration of, like, that the parent company for TikTok is given, basically saying, trust us, we're giving you our word, we're not affiliated, we're not involved, we're not owned, all of that stuff. But the investigations that were done and stuff like that shows a different type of relationship, and it's obviously there's enough information garnered to make these countries nervous about having such a app kind of, circulating within the country, because it does pose a certain security risk, national security and things of that nature. Now, a lot of people who use TikTok, you have a lot of young people on there who may not keep up with the politics, who may not keep up with that end of things, who may not be fully grasping like the severity or the seriousness of this particular concern. So they're not understanding it. They just know the government wants to ban TikTok, right? And like for a lot of people, TikTok is their source of entertainment, their source of news, their source of, keeping abreast of what's happening in their cities, like new things to try. A lot of people who are traveling, they use TikTok, to find out where to go, where to eat, what to do. So it's a very important social media tool for a lot of people. You now have a lot of influencers whose income is also tied up with TikTok as well. A lot of people have kind of transitioned over to that app and monetized their content. So this is like a huge deal for a lot of people. And for the people who, they're not quite understanding the government's concern or their standpoint, I think that, a little bit of education, public education would go a long way. I feel that if people really, understood and grasped the concern, then they may be a little bit more inclined to be okay, we get it. Because all they know is that you're taking away their fun app. That's all young people know, is that you're taking away their fun app. The people who are using TikTok to make money, all they know is that you're cutting off a source of income. Like there needs to be more kind of transparency in terms of the concern, and show the legitimacy of the concern if you want to get the populace, if you want to get the population on your side. Because I think if people understand, for instance, when we talk about like um people listening in on phone conversations for national security, that was a hot topic in North America in general, because generally we live in a country, well, I can only speak for Canada. I can't really speak for the United States. But generally, we live in a society that we don't have this type of invasion of privacy and stuff like that. Those things are kind of monitored. We have like a huge monitoring system to keep track of that stuff. How much information do we give up? How much personal information do we want people having access to? So I think if we educated people more on how countries with high surveillance, how they are voracious in data collection and what that data can be used for. I think it's very important to show the danger, show what could be if we don't have, checks and balances and things of that nature. And I think that most people would understand if it's explained in a way that makes sense to them. Most people would understand the concern, and um they would probably be more on board. I think that people are kind of just left in the dark a little bit. It's like, okay, you're concerned, but what are you concerned about? Like, how does, me uploading a video about apple pie affect national security and stuff like that? You know what I mean? Just a little bit more public education. And I'm sure as time goes by and this drags on, um we'll probably get more information. Also, there's also, mumblings and grumblings starting about who could possibly buy TikTok. I think there's a Canadian billionaire who's expressed interest in buying TikTok before. There are other people obviously going to throw their hats in the ring, because it's a huge revenue generator. Let's just be for real, right? So this is like also a huge investment opportunity to see, will they sell, because like I said, they are already banned in certain countries. So this would just be, another set of bans. How long before everybody does it? Because once America does it, you know most likely they're saying Canada will have to follow suit with um some type of maybe more restrictions on the bans that are already in place. Maybe it will extend not just to government employees, but everyone in general. Who knows what will happen? It's kind of like a domino effect, right? Once you have the Americans do it, then you have other countries that are going to follow suit. So how long before, you know, they're only operating in certain parts of the world? So maybe that's something that um the parent company for TikTok will have to sit and think about. Is it just worth just getting out now before you're like basically forced out? So it'll be interesting to see the people who come forward to make offers to buy TikTok. And you know, once that happens, like if that ever happens, that sale goes through, I think people will see like huge changes to the app. Just like with every other app that operates within our society, there's like all these new restrictions and rules and everything. So I think definitely the platform will change a little bit to kind of meet the requirements to operate in North America. So it'll be interesting to watch what happens with TikTok over the next few months. There are certain, you know, influencers and YouTubers that I watch that I know they've just recently, you know, monetized on TikTok, and they're really excited about this new revenue, this new avenue to pursue revenue. So to have that taken away, especially at a time where, you know, it's not the easiest to generate multiple streams of income, not like it once used to be. So that would be a huge blow to a huge section of people. So you know, we'll see. Hopefully something can be done where somebody, maybe they do decide to sell, um and you will have like somebody will buy it up and just kind of do a rebranding of it, to make it, you know, a North American type of thing. Who knows? Maybe you might have, you know, a TikTok for other parts of the world, and then we have a separate type of TikTok. Who knows what will happen? Who knows? So I'm interested to see how this plays out. If you guys have been keeping up and you guys are also interested in this story, let me know in the comments down below. What's your thoughts on it? Do you guys think that they should, you know, sell TikTok? Do you think that um everyone's just being paranoid? You let me know what you think in the comments down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching or listening. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, like I said in the intro. And for those of you who already subscribed, thank you so much for doing so. I'm really enjoying being on these separate platforms. It's just made it so much easier to kind of streamline the content, to have a place for everything. So I really, really love it here. If you guys have any topics or anything that you want me to talk about, or you guys want to discuss, or whatever the case may be, also leave those in the comments down below, and we're definitely gonna do some type of Q&A. I'm still waiting for some questions to come in. I'm gonna make a community post, I think, if I can, if the channel is not too new. I'll see if I can post it. If not, just leave a question underneath the videos and we're gonna do a Q&A. And yeah, I'll catch up with you guys in the next video. Stay up and stay blessed, and definitely stay safe. Deuces. You stab a hole